Where's the powder?
Left it at home.
LeBron, fans want to know where you're taking your talents this year. What's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is tough. In this fall, I'm going to be taking my talent.
LeBron James, four-time NBA champion, billionaire mogul, and self-proclaimed king, may have just pulled off the wildest cell phone of his entire career. And no, this isn't about a bad game, a missed shot, or even something that happened on the court.
It was an iconic sports moment because we'd never seen anything like that. It was a goatish sort of
It wasn't another playoff choke or some viral meltdown, it was a Hennessy ad. The same guy who's been calling himself the GOAT just faked a retirement to sell cognac, and the internet lost its mind. The backlash hit like a tsunami, with fans saying this might be the final nail in LeBron's carefully built legacy.
Damn! Attention, attention, attention. What you starving for attention for? When Hennessy, because they paid you to do it? Yo, we won a finals in LA. When we talk about LeBron James, that's what we should be talking about. A finals appearance in La.
LeBron dropped what he called the second decision, a not-so-subtle callback to that infamous 2010 ESPN special where he announced he was taking his talents to South Beach. You remember that moment, right? It was the announcement that shook the NBA and turned LeBron from hometown hero to national villain overnight.
To the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Why?
Like I said before, I feel like it's going to give me the best opportunity to win and to win for multiple years. And not only just to win in the regular season or just to win 5 games in a row or 3 games in a row. I want to be able to win championships, and I feel like I can.
That hour-long ego trip turned him from hero to villain overnight, and now he tried to run it back. But this time, it wasn't for basketball glory. It was for a liquor deal. LeBron teased a major announcement, and social media went into a frenzy. Reporters were losing their minds. Fans thought he was finally retiring, demanding a trade or maybe, just maybe, admitting that MJ is the real GOAT. But nope. It turned out to be nothing more than a glorified commercial.
Everyone's on pins and needles across the country. You ready to go, LeBron? Where's the powder?
Left it at home.
LeBron, fans want to know where you're taking your talents this year. What's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is tough. In this fall, I'm going to be taking my talents to Hennessy VSOP.
VSOP? And this was the conclusion you woke up with this morning?
That was the conclusion I woke up.
The whole setup, the dramatic tone, the fake seriousness, the big I've made my decision moment, all led up to a bottle of Hennessy. And the timing couldn't have been worse. Ticket prices for Lakers games had already skyrocketed because fans thought they were witnessing LeBron's final season. Then he pulled this stunt, and people felt completely played, and they weren't quiet about it. Twitter exploded. Fans called it corny, cringe, and a total clown move. And these weren't random haters either. They were loyal LeBron fans who felt genuinely betrayed. Even Stephen A. Smith, who's defended LeBron for years, couldn't spin this one. He called it cringy and tone-deaf. Chris Mad Dog Russo piled on too, saying it was beneath a legend and questioning whether LeBron even understands how fans see him anymore. And Shannon Sharp, usually LeBron's loudest defender, looked visibly uncomfortable trying to justify it.
What do you make of LeBron James' second decision?
Well, I think one critic said it best when they said that if you make a bad movie, typically you don't have a sequel. So if you look at the decision and the manner in which that was handled and the way it served to alienate folks back at that time, you would think that he wouldn't want to remind people of that, considering the heat he took from that. And unfortunately, he was tone deaf, and that's not the decision, that's not the path that he took. This was corny as hell, it was cringy, it was all of that, we know this. You're promoting an alcoholic beverage and trying to give people the impression that this could be your final season, that you might end up retiring. And so, one other person joked and they said, you know what, that's like Jordan. Compare that to Jordan saying, I'm back.
Meanwhile, Skip Bayless was thriving. He jumped all over the situation, saying, this is exactly who LeBron has always been. And he didn't stop there. Skip went off, calling LeBron a manufactured personality desperate for attention. And honestly, for once, Skip might actually be right.
It was an iconic sports moment because we'd never seen anything like that. It was a goatish sort of endeavor by a guy who's clearly not the GOAT, but it was the one thing off the court that was goatish. It was memorable. And to take that decision, the decision, and stoop to cheapen it, to sell it out, to make money, to launch some new Hennessy brand of cognac. Really? You would stoop to that, LeBron? At this stage and age, as you enter year 23, age 40, you would stoop so far as, pardon my language, just to piss all over your iconic moment in favor of making God knows how many millions from Hennessy to piggyback this as the second decision. LeBron, are you that starved for attention now because the Lakers have pissed all over you? Is that what just happened? My God, you prostituted your iconic moment to make your killing from Hennessy. As much as I doubt you, LeBron, I thought you were better than that.
New behavior. LeBron's been running the same tired play for years. After getting swept by the Warriors in 2018, there was retirement talk. After losing to Denver in the 2023 Western Conference Finals, more retirement teasing. Every time his season ends in disappointment, he fires off cryptic tweets about being tired or wanting to spend more time with family. It's become a cycle, predictable, performative, and straight up exhausting. Bill Simmons even called it out years ago on his podcast. LeBron doesn't retire, he just holds your attention hostage until the next storyline benefits him.
I was disappointed in LeBron because he had to know that these fools on TV were going to talk about it all the time. I tell people, I got so frustrated the other day watching television. The first two stories were LeBron retiring, not about how great the Denver Nuggets played, how great the Joker is. It was about, is LeBron, and hell no, LeBron ain't gonna retire.
Whoa, you're saying it was a work. You're saying it was a work to distract everybody. Whoa.
Yes.
No.
And listen, hey, I love LeBron, but he knew what he was doing. He knew what the hell he...
And that's exactly what's happening again. None of this is raw emotion or soul-searching, it's marketing psychology. A tactic designed to keep fans emotionally hooked until the next move drops. But there's a catch. Every fake scare cheapens the real thing. When LeBron actually retires one day, no one's going to cry. They'll just shrug. The moment won't feel legendary, it'll feel stale. Charles Barkley nailed it on Inside the NBA, you can't keep crying wolf and expect people to show up when the wolf actually comes. And that's exactly what LeBron's done. He's turned himself into the boy who cried retirement. Next time he hints at being done, don't expect shock or sadness. Expect relief. And that's the saddest part for a guy who's supposed to be one of the greatest to ever touch a basketball. Now, let's go deeper. LeBron's entire legacy feels engineered. Don't twist this, his numbers are real. 4 rings, 4 MVPs, the all-time scoring record. No one's denying that. But the image surrounding him, that's been carefully constructed by Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, Maverick Carter, and a media machine willing to play along. Remember the decision in 2010? That wasn't just a free agency announcement. It was televised theater. From the dramatic lighting to the tagline, taking my talents to South Beach, every second was staged for branding. Then came the not 1, not 2, not 3 parade in Miami, pure PR gold. Fast forward to 2014 and the I'm Coming Home announcement, a beautifully written Sports Illustrated essay by Lee Jenkins. It was sold as LeBron's heartfelt redemption letter, but in reality, it was perfectly timed, perfectly packaged, a media masterpiece. Now we've got full-blown marketing campaigns like Forever King, constant highlight reels across social media, and endless talk shows pushing his GOAT narrative before he's even retired. This isn't legacy built through greatness. It's greatness built through branding. Even back in 2011, Bill Simmons and Dan Lubatard were warning people. Simmons said LeBron felt scripted and inauthentic, while Lubatard pointed out that every move seemed focus-grouped and calculated. Compare that to MJ or Kobe, love them or hate them, their legacies came from blood, sweat, and real moments on the hardwood. They didn't need PR teams manufacturing storylines or fake retirements to sell sneakers. Their greatness spoke for itself. LeBron, on the other hand, built an empire around looking great instead of just being great. And people are finally waking up to it. The media machine that's protected him for years is starting to crack. Let's start with Stephen A. Smith. He's the king of playing both sides. One minute he's praising LeBron's greatness, the next he's calling him tone-deaf and cringe. He changes his stance faster than LeBron changes teams. It's not journalism anymore, it's entertainment. Everything's about views, clicks and trending clips, not truth. Stephen A. will spend half a season hyping LeBron as the GOAT, then flip live on TV when public opinion shifts. That's not analysis, that's performance art. Meanwhile, Skip Bayless, love him or hate him, stays consistent. You always know where Skip stands, and that's what makes him dangerous. He doesn't bend with the wind. He is the storm. Behind all the noise, real moves are brewing. Reports have dropped that the Golden State Warriors have serious interest in LeBron James. Yeah, you heard that right. The very team that crushed him in multiple finals could be his next destination. Word is, LeBron's been frustrated in L.A. this offseason. Tension's been bubbling ever since those Anthony Davis trade whispers started flying. Lakers management seems tired, like they're just over the LeBron experience. The Hollywood honeymoon's long gone. They're already looking ahead to the Luka era, the next young superstar to build around. And for the first time ever, LeBron might be the one who's unwanted. That's wild. He could have tested free agency this summer, walked away clean, pocketed his $50 million, and written his next chapter. Instead, he opted in with the Lakers, and that move said everything. The market just isn't what it used to be for LeBron James. If any team wants him now, they're taking on an aging legend with a massive $50 million salary and maybe one good season left in the tank. That's a risky deal, no matter how you spin it. The Warriors know that too. That's why they'd only consider a short-term run, maybe 2 years max, to close out both his and Steph's careers in style. It's a blockbuster dream scenario. Curry, LeBron, Draymond, and Klay all chasing one last ring together. The marketing alone would print money. But making that deal happen? That's a nightmare. Matching salaries means losing multiple rotation players, and no contender wants to gut its roster for one fading star, even if his name is LeBron James. The Lakers could try forcing a 3-team trade, but those are nearly impossible to pull off this late in the offseason. Most rosters are already set, and nobody's risking team chemistry right before training camp. Here's the truth. The Lakers front office has quietly accepted they're not chasing banners anymore, at least not with LeBron leading the charge. They're protecting cap space and planning for the future. Meanwhile, LeBron's camp is keeping all options open, feeding the Warriors rumors and signaling to the league that he's still open for business by 2026. Don't be surprised if LeBron's wearing a different jersey soon, or none at all. Whether it's retirement or relocation, the end of his Lakers run finally feels real. The only question left is this: when it happens, will anyone still care? If you made it this far, hit that like button, drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild NBA stories just like this one. See you in the next video.